Hello everybody, welcome back. Today I want to dig into Diddy a little bit more and the connection with Epstein. Was he a copycat? I don't know. But I've got a feeling about it. It came up in my Epstein reading that I thought, well, could this be fact? Could this be something worth investigating? Okay. I'm just curious about what the energies want to say here. This deck is meant for general readings, giving personal readings. But as I was sitting here looking at my decks and kind of reorganizing, having things more close to me, instead of me having to stand up and look for my deck. My most common decks for true crime being over here. This called my name for whatever reason. This deck was created by a very good friend of mine, Jennifer at Soul Source Tarot. It's called the Empress Oracle. And I want to give a shout out to her. So let's just set the tone. Just kind of to see Diddy's current energy. As we know, he got off on the RICO charges, which I think my own. This is just my personal opinion. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. He's guilty of sin. Okay. And here's a good place for me to say this reading's for entertainment purposes only, not based on fact, just my opinion, my interpretation of the cards. After all, I'm a blonde and silver, just throwing cards here. Okay. Now, with that said, this has been, on my mind all night last night, all day today, ever since I did the Epstein reading. And he did not get out of the charges of being a pimp, a handler, for adults, that were willing, or were they so willing, but allegedly they were willing. And I just want to look into this energy, and I still feel like there's something else going to come out. Maybe something else that they can actually build a case on. Other charges. I think I had a previous reading about Diddy that said there could be other charges. Okay. But I really want to focus this on Diddy's connection as far as Epstein is concerned. Was he a copycat? Was Epstein an idol of his? Did he perfect his business model around Epstein? See if I can adjust this a little bit more. Around Epstein. But saying I'm not making the same mistakes as Epstein. Just give them a chance. I'm going to have to be very intuitive with this deck and see how it relates to true crime. In this case, spring. Never gonna happen. I don't like that energy. Sorry, Jen. Soul Source. I don't like that energy. This is almost saying that as far as new energy springing up, it's never going to happen. Just give them a chance. This is almost like just give them a chance to let something else spring up. Never going to happen. I'm curious what that is about. Is it like it's never going to happen? He's never going to be brought up on charges. But it's like almost like they are asking for a chance. Like authorities, the prosecution that was prosecuting Diddy was asking for a chance to continue to grow, to continue to cultivate something. And I'm not seeing this as a spring, as in the season. I'm seeing it as a metaphorical, to cultivate, to grow something. It's almost like we've got the seeds planted. We've got some goods. We've got the seeds planted. And then over here saying, Diddy saying, oh, never going to happen. Why? Taurus. Doesn't Diddy have some Taurus in his chart? I think he does. And then we have Autumn. There's his energy. Never going to happen. Never going to happen. Then we have the Bull saying, oh yeah? I'm going to continue fighting. It's almost like, say, like the prosecution should not give up on this. The prosecutors. That they're going to be able to harvest something out of these seeds. But is it going to be enough? Is it going to be enough? Okay. Let me see if I can find out what zodiac sign Diddy is and what zodiac sign Epstein was. Diddy's a Scorpio. Opposite of Taurus. Okay. How about Epstein? Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein was an Aquarius. Now, with that said, when I was shuffling this deck, I did see the Aquarius in there. It caught my eye. Let me pause this because I get people complaining about the dogs barking. Okay, trying to get back to that, trying to calm them down. I'm not stopping the video again for them because it disrupts the energy. You're just going to have to deal with the dogs. Sorry. Sorry, but not sorry. But as I was sitting here, it did give me a chance to contemplate a little bit. More like, if you notice, this represents spring. Taurus is part of spring. Then we have autumn. It's like opposites. Taurus is the opposing sign, the opposite sign of Scorpio. Something about opposites. Now, keeping things into perspective, I wanted to compare and contrast Epstein and Diddy. It feels like polar opposites or mirroring. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. And by the way, I did say my prayer before I started the camera. I didn't do the prayer on camera. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But anyhow, polar opposites. Mirroring. That's what I get from this. Mirroring. As one of the layers. And also that like I said, investigators, prosecutions has given us a chance. We're still working on things. This is just the beginning. We're getting fresh new ideas, maybe fresh new evidence. But it's not going to happen in Taurus. I almost feel like it's not going to happen this year. But they are stubborn and resilient. And there is something that they are going to harvest out of all this. Very interesting. Okay. Okay, Spirit, show me this energy of mirroring. Show me more about this mirroring energy in regards to Diddy and Epstein. Show me the energy of the mirroring in regards to Epstein and Diddy. Show me this energy of Epstein. Whew, okay. And Diddy. Oh, shit. This is screaming to me. Justice. This is also some kind of judicial agreement, contracts. This could be a karmic contract between Diddy and Epstein. This could be some to the effect of, now it's up to you to carry on my legacy, as negative as the legacy is. We also have Nine of Pentacles. You know, both of them, in a way, had the judicial system on their side. I'm not sure how much of the shit that Epstein was acquitted from and how much of it he was convicted. But there's an energy here of some kind of contract involving independence, wealth, money. The mirroring aspect. It's almost like Diddy looking in the mirror and seeing Epstein, I want to be like you, but I'm going to do things differently. A lot of money. They were both in it for the money. And we have the Hierophant. Creating a dynasty. Creating almost like a cult-like atmosphere. The Fool. They both made their mistakes. They both tripped up. They both were fools, in a way. Maybe even trusting the wrong people. And if you look here, oh, okay, I'm also getting this energy right here with these two characters. I hear follow the leader, follow the leader. Could both of them have been connected to the same person? Somebody in a place of power, money. I'm not feeling that Diddy was the top guy. He wasn't at the top of the food chain. And let me tell you now, neither was Epstein. Epstein was providing a service. So was Diddy. But making a shit ton of money. 3 of Wands under the deck. You know, that's progression forward. But I'm looking at this whirlwind like this hole. And I'm still seeing the turbulent waters. And I'm seeing the two ships. Diddy and Epstein on the same sea. In the same circles. I almost feel like this is representing connections. There's definitely a personal connection between the two. And they both were trying to, towards the end, keep themselves from being sucked into this black hole, into the abyss, and getting lost. And both of them found themselves in a very turbulent sea. Okay? But they were navigating. And we have this person over here on this rooftop that is trying to flag that ship down. I'm seeing Diddy on the rooftop. And I'm seeing this ship over here. This is a more modern ship. And this feels like more ancient. Like a ghost ship. So is And then there's this hole, this vortex. And Diddy found himself in this stormy sea, getting caught up into this vortex of his downfall. Shit. I'm getting some kind of prayer, some kind of ritual possibly, to try to connect to the spirit of Epstein, if Epstein is on the other side. But as I have mentioned before, you could connect to other souls. I've said this several times. I do it all the time. But you could connect to the soul of a person. And it's coming up as like a ghost ship because allegedly, in the public eye, and what governments say, Epstein is no longer. Epstein deleted himself off of planet Earth, which I don't buy that either. But because he knew to, but that's, go watch the Epstein video. But this is making me think of getting caught up into something and trying to reach out to Epstein that seems to be unreachable to him. Looking for help, looking for some extra help. He may have had some pull from a spiritual standpoint, a soul contract. Hey, this is what I'll do if you get me out of this. Maybe he had to pay something or give something back. But was trying to stand on his own 2 feet. It's, look what I've done, and admiring his work. There seems to be a little bit of ego definitely involved with Diddy. Absolutely. But the mirroring, they both faced situations. This card could also be viewed as being haunted by people who have passed over because of the industry. Okay. Interesting energy. So I'm getting a definite spiritual connection here. And we have the 10 of Cups, but it came out in the reverse. So, to me, that is a family type of atmosphere that wasn't such family. A fake family. Or the family being turned upside down. Or ties, deep family ties that are hidden. Anything else from this deck? Deck was upside down. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, the deck was upside down. But I'm still feeling like this stands. 10 of Pentacles. I'm going to turn it upright because the deck was upside down. But it seems like the connection is trying to work together. There is definitely, and I'm getting this paperwork again. This paperwork. It's almost like Diddy was an extension of Epstein. Chariot to carry shit out. To continue Epstein's legacy. It's like it was passed down to Diddy. So, what lies beneath? Yeah, this is a good deck to use in this case. What lies beneath the surface of all this? you know, and I'm getting like this mentorship. I'm getting that Epstein was the main dynasty. And Diddy was an apprentice, if you will. Be interesting if there's anything there to cover. I don't know what that was. Okay. Seems like my camera stopped for a minute there. But it feels like there is some kind of it's not just spiritual, but it started that way. It started with a soul contract. And it feels like it was carried out in the physical. I think Diddy had physical contact with Epstein. Red lipstick stains. Burning evidence. Oh, the ledger. Burning of evidence. This is a total mirroring. This feels like burning of evidence of who visited Epstein Island, mirrored in Diddy of destroying, burning evidence, destroying evidence. Same thing, evidence being destroyed. Depression. Kicked to the curb. Same type of energy. People disassociated themselves with Epstein, put some distance between themselves because they didn't want to be implicated. They abandoned Epstein, and the same thing happened to Diddy. Look at Jay-Z and other. Toxic. Fake apology. I can't make this shit up. Let me hold this up to the camera in case you didn't see it. An apology for his participation as being a manager, per se, of an illegal, apologizing for his behavior. I'm getting this image that Diddy wants to get back into the good graces of the music gods and the public, his fans that can't stand him anymore. Some of his fans. I think there's still people that are like, oh, Diddy, I love him so much. He could not possibly have done any of this. Go away. You're walking through life with a blindfold, honey. Toxic. That could be poison. That could be drugs. That can be alcohol. Plain out simple, very toxic situation here with this type of shop that was set up. And like I said, Diddy coming out here trying to give an apology, trying to give these dead flowers. It's all fake. It's all fake. Don't buy it. I don't think I would buy it anyhow if I heard Diddy apologize. Okay. So let's find out. Did Diddy idolize Epstein? Did he want to be just like Epstein? And I'm hearing, be careful what you wish for. He needs to be careful what he wishes for. Because he could disappear. He could disappear just like Epstein. Just saying. He could disappear just like Epstein. Okay. Did Diddy idolize Epstein? I can't make this shit up. We got the 3 of Wands again. We got them here. And again, looking out over the horizon. I'm looking at Epstein. I want that money. I want that business. I want that financial stability that Jeffrey has. I want to be in control of that shop. I'm going to model my business just like that. I'm going to stock up on baby oil and other things. Giving the elixir. Yeah, he got involved. I would say yes, he did. Almost like Epstein's life was a blueprint. But Diddy is saying, I am much smarter about this. I know how to manipulate the system, which he does. It's proven. He got all the RICO charges dropped. And I'm selling out of this. I'm not unscathed, but I got out of the deeper shit. It says I'm out of Dodge. I'm out of trouble. This other stuff is minor. I cut a deal. I cut a deal to make this happen with somebody in a place of authority. It's almost like I love and admire Epstein, but I'm smarter. I'm smarter than Epstein. I know how to offer love, per se. Legal and illegal. And I'm getting this energy of when he had beat the RICO charges. But as far as when he gets out of the clinker, it's going to be business as, yeah, he's got business as usual. As time passes and he moves forward, he's going to go back. It's like I've learned some lessons here. I am not leaving no physical list. No physical evidence. But it's going to be business as usual, but yet different. Because I'm smarter now. But to answer the question, what I was looking for in this reading was this inspired by Epstein? Was Diddy inspired by Epstein? Was what I was looking for. Absolutely. He desired to be just like Epstein, but a smarter version of it. He wanted the lifestyle that Epstein had. Diddy wanted his own island. Waters, a lot of water. He wanted his own island. He wanted Combs Island or Diddy Island, Diddyland. Diddyland! There we go. He wanted Diddyland. Just like Epstein had Epstein Island, Diddy wanted Diddyland. Okay. I want to get one more deck. I am looking for something specific. This is it. So, when it gets out of the clinker, I want to know time will bring a surprise. Let's pull that one. But I'm being drawn away from that. And I gotta love it when Spirit does this. I want something specific. Okay, I got this deck. I'm not taking into account any reversals or anything like that, because there's reversals and stuff all through this. No reversals, no uprights. This is simply using this as a basis for timing. Okay? Oh, this deck was dusty. I haven't used this deck probably in many months. I was going to use my timing deck, but I was drawn to use the tarot for timing. Okay, they said my guys are saying use the tarot for timing as a little bit of a plug for my tarot book. The Tarot Blueprint. Official release date August 15th. Hopefully I stay on track with that. It's completely written. I just have to go through all the formatting of 500 and some pages. A lot of work. Okay. I think it's about 520. I can't remember the exact page count number. 520 to 530 pages. Everything from general readings to true crime is in this book. Tons of spreads. Tons of meanings. And pre-order is going to be open tomorrow at noon. Anyhow, a little plug there, the shameless plug. And let's get some timing about how long is Diddy going to stay in jail on the 2 charges that stuck. How long is Diddy going to stay in jail on the 2 charges that have stuck? Okay, we've got the 5 of Pentacles. I'm getting him being like in solitary, not necessarily solitary, but segregated away from some of the general public. Okay. The 5 of Pentacles can literally be 5 years. Hold on one second. I am getting... Okay, his sentencing is... Whenever he is sentenced. Okay. I am getting... Quite honestly, this is a slow. Pentacles are slow. It's definitely a 5. But this is receiving help as well. A reduction. This could be 5 months. I think there was 5 years involved. Then we got the moon. No, 17. 6. Help in covering something up. I'm feeling like 5. I just got to put it out there. It's not going to be long. He could get, like, for whatever reason, 3 to 5 years maybe. However, I don't think it's going to be 3 to 5 years. Maybe 12 to 18 months or 12 to 17 months. Something about months. This is going to be in months. And I think he's going to be out. He's going to be out in 5 months. Unless something else is uncovered. He's going to be out in 5 months. Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay, I get it. No, 5 years. Minimum of 5 years eventually. Okay, now I understand what they're trying to tell me. I was starting to say, why did you want me to use the tarot for timing? This is why. Because I wanted to explain why there's a fluctuation in timing here. And it's because he does receive help for a reduced sentence. A sentence of like 12 to 18 months. Or 12 to 18, I'm hearing. 12 to 18. However, somebody comes forth and spills the tea of something hidden under the surface, which can bring up, as I said in the last Diddy video, other charges. Let's just see about that. I'm going to keep the reversals in here. Somebody's going to spill the tea. Now, it's kind of echoed here. Evidence. And then somebody spills the tea. Okay. Are there new charges coming? Fucking A. Somebody has a vision. Somebody is ambitious enough to bring... He's got an He's got an enemy that is not in his favor. And there's going to be a decision. He's going to find himself not very happy. Because somebody is going to spill the tea. Okay, I gotta go. Got other things to do. So at this point, I'm going to drop the mic.